hello, and welcome to another amazing episode of Kiva's Place, the Kiva Murdoch Show and Podcast. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Come on in the house. We have another exciting show for you tonight, and I have another one of my sisters from another mister back in here tonight. So listen, I have gotten so many comments and just questions, why you have so many beauty queens on this season? Well, my answer to that is why not, honey? I am a national reigning queen, so why not support other sister queens in my system as well as other systems across this entire nation and globally. So tonight is no different. I have one of my amazing sister queens joining me tonight. She's doing amazing things, and I'm so excited to have her in here tonight. So listen, don't go anywhere. We're going to be talking with the one, the only Shamone Garcia. She is our Ms. Plus America Elite 2023-24. So she has a lot going on in her life, and she has a new endeavor that we're going to be talking about tonight. So don't go anywhere. I am going to actually bring her on and have her introduce herself, because as I just told her backstage, nobody knows you better than you. So we're going to hear it from the horse's mouth, what she has going on, who she is, and what she is all about. So without further ado, help me welcome to Kiva's Place, the one and the only Miss Shamone Garcia, Ms. Plus America Elite 2023. Hey, Queen, how are you?
Good. How are you? Thank you for allowing me to be here today. I am so happy I get to be a part of the Kiva Place show and finally get to be on here with my sister queen, my national reigning sister queen, 2 times because we were state level national reigning court as well. So it's such a pleasure to be here. Thank you so much.
You are so welcome. And yes, if you do not know, we were a part of the South Carolina Miss Plus America system, and we were both queens of our individual divisions and went on to national and brought them titles home. So for those who do not know you, Queen, tell them a little bit more about who you are and what you do.
I am Shamone Garcia. I am your current reign Ms. Plus America and Plus America Elite title holder for the Miss Plus America pageant system. I am so excited to be here. I'm also a probation officer here, and on top of that, I am the owner of BeUQueen, which is a model coaching company and apparel line that I started back in 2020. BeUQueen is one of those brands that I actually branched out and started, right after COVID. So I can't wait to talk to more about that. And I have a slew of things that I can't wait to share with you guys.
Well, first of all, let's just back up a little bit because y'all, she is not only beautiful, she is smart as well. But talking about a probation officer, just being a beauty queen and then being in that particular line of work is just so far in between. But what actually inspired you to get into the criminal justice system?
Well, I always wanted actually to be an attorney, but I actually thought, what can I do before we get to court? What could I do to help with legal advice and being able to make sure that we have the most accurate support in the legal system as well? So I wanted to do something a little bit different. I knew going to law school was going to cost me a lot of money first. However, I wanted to be able to actually just be part of the system that really, I would say, the boots on the ground. Because being an officer in any capacity, even law enforcement in general, is one of those special services positions, along with all the other first responder positions that's out there. And I would actually like to give a shout out to all my first responders, because you guys make it happen. And without you, the world will stop. So I did want to do that. But criminal justice is also something that was like almost second nature to me. Learning law, being able to get to the point where I wanted to be able to actually be a professor as well. So I'm also a doctoral student working on my PhD. And I'm looking forward to graduating in the next 2 years. I'm giving myself 2 years to finish my dissertation.
Amazing. Didn't I tell y'all she was beautiful and smart? This young woman says she is in her doctoral program. Hello, somebody. That is amazing. And I love your passion for the criminal justice system. And I have never heard that story of what actually inspired you to go down this particular industry. But to really hear that really makes a lot of sense. And a lot of people, we're not going to sign up to work in that particular field. So it takes a special person to be able to, as you say, put it, boots on the ground, be able to deal with that aspect of the criminal justice system. So I applaud you for that.
Thank you.
Kudos. So let's switch gears a little bit because we have a lot to cover. So probation officer to pageant queen, how in the world did that come about?
So it actually happened right COVID. I was actually inspiring to be a model, and I never actually had the opportunity. I was always told you were not the right size, you were not the right shape, you didn't fit the industry standard. So COVID happened, and I was like, if anything happens to me, I want to at least try to do something that I was told I would never do. And I was getting ready to start my modeling, and I went to my first audition. I'm the new kid on the block, right? And and we had 7 designers there, and I was very fortunate. I knew right then and there whether I was picked for any one of the designs or none, I was going to leave it on the actual runway, you would say. And I actually went, auditioned, and I was picked for 6 out of the 7 designers. 6. The only one didn't pick me was because she didn't have my actual size in her actual boutique. However, she was like she was going to get plus size sizes just actually seeing me walk. And then COVID was happening, so I never actually got to walk in my first show. But what I did was I became very, versatile with social media. I began modeling for a boutique based out of North Carolina and on my Instagram page, and then that grew. And then eventually the motivation of BeUQueen, being myself, because for the first time, I was able to model and I was good at it. So, and I knew that I was like, you know what? There are other people out here that are, being told they would never be able to do anything, and, are missing out on opportunities that we are not taking advantage of because we're told we can't do this. And so eventually modeling turned into pageantry as well. And I started my pageantry career in 2022, 2021, 2022. And that's where I went on, and I actually used what I actually went through and created my platform for breaking in beauty industry stereotypes, to also moving on to the just breaking barriers in general and producing that professional development, because we as women and even as people have a lot of barriers, and we have to we have to stop those, because we can't allow our barriers to prevent us from taking on opportunities. And one thing led to another. South Carolina was having their pageant, and I was like, I'm gonna do this. I was the first runner-up the first time when I was Miss Columbia Plus America. When I came back the second year, I was Miss Sumter Plus America, and I ended up winning Miss South Carolina Plus America, going on to nationals with you, as long as my sister Queen, and we both went to nationals. And rocked the stage, and both came home national queens along with being a elite winner. And that is just for everyone that does not know, the elite title is given to the winner that has the highest score across the whole divisions of the pageant of the whole for nationals.
Yes, you went there and you cleaned house. I was so proud of you. And one thing that I love now, don't get it wrong. And my sister Queen can attest. I'm extremely competitive.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You gonna go up against me, you will get a run for your money. And I must say, she went to nationals and she left it all on the stage. And the best queen came home with the elite title. I'm not mad at that. And she can attest to that. All praises to you. You did it. Kudos to you. Now let's get down to some business. And that's how it should be. When you say you are your sister's keeper, you should be your sister's keeper, no matter the outcome. If you are in, and this is pageant system, this is pageant
Mm-hmm.
rather. This is the season right now where there are so many pageants going on, not only across the nation, but globally. And there can only be one winner in that division.
Mm-hmm.
No ifs, ands, or buts about it. There will be a first runner-up, a second runner-up, and so on and so forth, but it's only one title holder for that division. And you have to be able to, if it's not your season, and you heard my sister say that her first year, it just wasn't her season for whatever reason. She came very close, but it wasn't her season. But God saw it fit that the next year she came back on purpose. She came back prepared. She came ready and she did it. So for those that may find themselves in a similar situation coming up this pageant season, just remember, as our previous coach have said, Lord rest her soul, be a gracious
Mm-hmm.
loser, right?
And I
So
live by that. Mm-hmm.
exactly.
Because all my sister queens from even my first year I competed, in my second year I can call on those ladies and we can always have a good kiki brunch, and and they know if they need anything, they can call on me. One of the lifetime queens from South Carolina said, there's a reason why you were voted Miss Congeniality twice. I was actually voted Miss Congeniality both years in Miss South Carolina Plus America pageant. And, it's just being genuine and being honest and always being a sister queen. And you take that over and, always being someone else's cheerleader, because at the end of the day, we're all going to win in some capacity. And I love the fact, being able to go to nationals with you and being able to be the national reigning queens for Miss Plus America as well. We have done a lot of work. Kiva, look, yes, we have. And the work keeps going and the work keeps growing. And it's really nice to say when past queens see me and you, they even say, hey, you guys are doing it. We love to see it. And these are past national queens that are paying attention to us. So I am forever grateful. And if you ladies are watching, we appreciate you so much. And that's why BeUQueen is one of those brands that takes that pageantry and encouraging other ladies to be their best. And it's the same thing like with a model call. Me and five other my ladies may go and audition for a model call. Does not necessarily mean we're all going to get, even myself, but we're all there to cheer each other on, because at the end of the day, it may not be the opportunity for you, but you want to make sure that you are still making sure you're supporting your sister, because you never know when that opportunity for you is actually going to come and it's not going to be their time. So
Exactly. And sometimes God will test you. We say we are ready for certain situations, and he will throw a test at you to see whether or not your faith is where your mouth is. So And as I stated earlier, I believe everything happens for either a reason or a season. And it was just your season. And you have taken all that you have won, honey, and you have ran with it. And I am so proud of you. And I know even after we crown our next successors, it's not going to stop on that stage. And that's what people need to realize. These crowns are stepping stones. They
Yes,
should be a tool to open doors for you. But the work doesn't stop when you take the crown off. At least I don't believe that it should.
it's not. I promise you, it's not. Not for me and you. That our work is going to still grow, especially with all the opportunities that we have been afforded since coming on from state and nationals. And our list just keeps growing of all the achievements. Me and you were in New York Fashion Week in February. That was a bucket list achievement for me. So for me and you to both go and participate, those are just some of the achievements as being in the Miss Plus America system that you will achieve. And just growing and setting the legacy that you want to leave, and setting it up for you know for yourself, but also something for your successor to follow in your footsteps. That's what I love. And the fact that I know that me and you have done a lot, and we will continue to do a lot after this. We are busy. We are busy.
Yes, we are definitely working queens. That's for sure. But
That is for sure.
yeah, I'm not mad at it though. I wanted something that would bring me out of my comfort zone, and you've probably heard a little bit of my story, even though the show is not even about me, but just to kind of add to what you were saying, um, the pageant is a tool, but it's pretty much what you make of it and what you gain from it. If you are a crown chaser, then I would never recommend any pageant system, especially on a caliber such as Miss Plus America, um, because they expect you to be in it for the right reasons, and it's going to show even after you win the crown. If you don't have any community service behind your back, if you're not out here, if people can't see the work that you are doing, then there's something wrong with that. And I just feel like if you're in it, you should be in it wholeheartedly. And that's one thing that I can generally say about you. You are definitely in it wholeheartedly. But to kind of add to that, you did pageants, and this is something I have just learned recently. You're also a curvy model. And when I entered pageantry, I wasn't knowledgeable of pageantry nor modeling. So I'm learning that these are two different beasts. But what I can say, and I want to get your thoughts on this, I was in a room yesterday and there was a conversation about just the different caliber of people that agencies are now looking for. People like us, me being a dark skinned curvy woman, you being a curvy woman, and being told 10, 15 years ago that we didn't belong in a room such as that. What's your thoughts on how just the industry itself seeming to evolve, where it's more welcoming to all types of different people?
I would just have to say it is long overdue. And I say that only because part of the BeUQueen journey and branding was the fact that I was closed off from those opportunities. Model agencies didn't even look at me. I was always considered, and you've heard me say this, I was always considered the fat friend when it came to going with, auditions with my other friends who were in the industry. I was pretty much the person that's there holding the bag. But for me to say, now agencies are becoming more acceptable to the curvy woman. I'm excited for that. I any audition, like, and my ladies will tell you, any audition that is open, I tell them to go, because at the end of the day, we have to make sure that our voices are heard, and create not only a platform for us to know that we're going to be there and stay. I think that, opening the door right now is, it's cracked just a little bit, but for us curvy women, and especially me, I'm ready to open it up a little bit more. And especially with, pageantry and modeling is always going to be, separate. And I, only because of industry and the style, but it's all about being more acceptable to the curvy woman, and being present, being heard. Being in New York Fashion Week was an experience for me. And it was so rewarding. And I almost had to, you know, remind myself I was actually there, living my dream, because I would have never thought 10 years ago, this girl right here would have been in New York Fashion Week in 2 shows. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm glad that we're actually having that space, and we have more opportunities coming available to us. And we have people that are willing to teach us the correct way. And that's one thing that BeUQueen modeling does with my brand. I am for the curvy model. I am for that model that needs help with making sure they move correctly with their body. You know, if you have hips like I do, you got to know how to make sure you walk a certain way that is not hindering your walk, and you don't look, awkward doing it. You want to be comfortable, giving those tips and tricks that we know, and how we can sit here and hold our space in the room, because we are still, I would say it's still new. So we got to make sure our presence is heard loud and clear.
Hmm. I agree with that 110%. And, I think the industry has also realized, that people want the curvier women. And let's be honest, they're paying for BBLs. Listen, I'm not mad at that. But what I'm saying is women have learned to appreciate the curve of their physique, and they are embracing it. And I think mainstream media or society is now coming to understand that these curves aren't going anywhere. They are not going anywhere. And our women are getting curvier. And guess what? We are okay with that. Right? So if you want to appeal to the general public, then we need to start seeing more representation of who we are. And that's what I most appreciate about the industry, is that I kind of feel like somebody is sitting up there saying, aha, okay, we're starting to get it, right? And they are actually searching, they are out there seeking, and they are asking people. And I'm talking to that woman that's on the curvier side, that have wanted to be a beauty queen, that have thought about being a model. This is your season. This is your season, because guess what? They are looking for you. They're looking for you. Speaking of which, because we are running short on time, your business specializes in, as you stated, teaching women how to move in their curvier physique. So tell our audience a little bit more about your business, and then how they can either support you, connect with you, or become a client.
Yes. So BeUQueen is a model coaching brand and company that actually teaches plus size modeling. We are for our curvy models. We are here to support you, uplift you, and being a part of the BeUQueen brand is also being a part of a movement. It is inspiring you to be the queen that you are, not allowing no one to tell you no. We are knocking down the no doors, basically. We are sitting here giving you every tool that you need to hold your own in a regular audition with industry standard models. We are sitting here giving you the sisterhood, the support that you need, and everything that you need to go win. The goal is to just give you all the tools you need so you can be successful in your modeling career. And, we also have empowering shirts as well. And just to follow in and, to follow me on Instagram or TikTok is BE, the letter U, Queen. And if you were looking to sign up, just reach out to me. You can also email me at BeUQueenLLC@gmail.com.
Awesome. And I am putting that in the chat now, because you already had a comment in here. And I apologize. I am kind of showing your comments, but if you haven't registered with StreamYard, I cannot see who you are, but you already have a comment that says she needs walking lessons.
Oh, well, definitely. You can inbox me, and you can also find me on Facebook as well. If you can't find the actual Instagram or Facebook page, definitely just send me a DM. I'll be more than happy to help.
Amazing. And listen, ladies and gentlemen, she is not lying. There's a reason why she has won Miss Congeniality 2 years in a row. If you want to be put on, Shamone will put you on. And I love that about her. There's some people that gatekeep when it comes to certain opportunities, and we all can eat. We all can be out here winning. We all can be out here, not only surviving, but thriving, right? And she is definitely one of those women that I will encourage you. If you are thinking about the modeling industry, I had to learn the hard way. I fell in love with pageantry so much. I was like, I can do pageant this and model. No, I can't. No, I cannot. So I am not your model coach. If you need a coach, contact Shamone Garcia. She will get you together. And I'm speaking from experience. This is not anything I've heard. I know her. So, and I just don't, endorse anybody. I can faithfully and confidently endorse her. So give her a call and tell her Keeper sent you.
Yes. And I appreciate you so much. And yes, one thing about me, I believe in giving all opportunities to everyone. I even am creating a BeUQueen group that will share these opportunities to everyone that I come in contact with who are looking to actually further their branding and everything. And, I am so grateful for all the opportunities that I have been given. I will be in Atlanta multiple times this year, North Carolina. I'm even going back to New York, possibly Chicago and California. So the list just keeps growing. My mom is ready to choke me because she's like, all these trips I'm about to take. Oh, and we're going back to Texas again. So
she'll be right there with you.
She will.
Right there.
But the opportunities with me, I'm so thankful. So if someone gave me the opportunity to, walk, I want to make sure I share that with someone else, because again, like you said, and I've said it too, we all can eat. That's the thing. We all can eat. And I'm also excited to announce that BeUQueen will be having a modeling runway competition. We are partnering with Authentic Beauties at their national pageant, and we'll be having a national, when I say national competition, model competition, and whoever actually wins will be crowned the authentic runway of the year.
I love that. I didn't know. Hold on a minute. Congratulations. That's amazing. And you also have another upcoming event. I'm not sure if you are ready to share it yet. I will leave the ball in your court. That is coming up towards the end of the month. So
Yes, we're also, so BeUQueen will be actually hosting our first fashion show. We will be attending, we'll actually be a part of our first fashion show this March in Columbia, South Carolina. We'll be part of the Flame to Fire, and that way we'll be actually modeling the BeUQueen brand. Kiva will be a part of that runway walk as well. So I'm excited to see her on the runway. We want to just be able to showcase a lot of the things, that apparel that we have come up with to support a very, very, worthy cause, which is breast cancer awareness. And we wanted to also showcase and empower our curvy queens, because, there are curvy brands here, but we don't see them on the runway here in South Carolina a lot. So I'm very excited about that. And the other thing that, well, I'm gonna hold that. I was getting ready to announce it, but I'm gonna hold that one real quick.
well, sounds good. Well, listen, you are out here making history. We understand that March is National Women's History Month, and I have several women that I will be bringing on in the month of March. But I'm so excited to have been able to kick this off with one of my sister queens right here, and she is definitely making history and making her impact on the world. So thank you so much for stopping by Kiva's Place. Like I tell anybody that has been here before, once you have graced my virtual door, you are now family. So anytime you have anything coming up, please do not be a stranger. We will love to be able to bring you back on the show and feature whatever you have coming up. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I have thoroughly enjoyed having you on tonight.
Thank you so much, and I appreciate it. And I'm so excited, for everything that we're gonna be doing this year and next year.
Well, hang tight. Don't go anywhere. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, y'all reached out to Shamone Garcia. If you have any daughters, sister, mothers, because there is what I'm learning, there is no age limit in the industry of modeling and pageantry now. So if you have a loved one that is wanting to get into those industry, especially the modeling industry, definitely reach out to Shamone. She is a great resource, and she can definitely point you in the right direction. She has dropped all of her information, BeUQueen, and she didn't mention this, but you can also contact her on Facebook. Just look her up under Garcia Shamone. So definitely connect with her. So listen, come right back next Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We will have another amazing guest at Kiva's Place, and we are going to be learning more about her and what she has coming up in her current endeavors as well. I am multitasking here. I am looking at so many different screens right now. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing and where I am, but nevertheless, we got together. So just come right back. If you would like to connect with me, you can follow me on all social media. Just look me up, Kiva Lernice Murdaugh, on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, everything. If you would like to connect with me on my digital business card, reach out to me on Linktree. That's linktr.ee/Kiva Murdaugh. So as I stated earlier, come right back next Thursday night, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we will be doing this all over again. So until then, please remember to share, connect, and glow, because building your network also builds your net worth. And I want to thank all of my sister queens that was not only watching tonight, but engaging. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Your support is very much appreciated, and we would not be, and when I say we, I can speak confidently for Shamone as well. We would not be where we are if we didn't have strong sisterhood behind us. So thank you, ladies, for showing up for us everywhere we go and for engaging on Kiva's Place every Thursday night. So until next week, y'all have a good night. Love you much. Peace and blessings. Good night.